Okay, there was a question wanting to know how big to draw the box for parabolas. I think they intended to say for hyperbolas, because I don't, anyway. So let's say we've got the equation x minus 2 squared over 25 minus y plus 1 squared over 9 equals 1. Okay, that's the equation of a hyperbola. And so in all of these things, we have to begin at the center. So HK, be careful when we have switched the x and the y values that you keep the x with the x and the y with the y. Does that make sense? So like if I have given you this equation, if I say y minus 1 squared over, I don't really care, a squared minus x plus, I don't really care, 3 squared over b squared equals 1. Be careful, this center is not the point 1, negative 3, because the center of this will be based on that is the x value and this is the y value. Okay, so be careful about that. Back to the question at hand. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go 2 and then negative 1. That's my center. And now I move 5 units in the x direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I put a point, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I put a point, and then I'm going to go 3 units in the y direction, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and now these become kind of the midpoints of the segments of the box. Okay, so I'm just basically this one. I have one side of the box is going to be this x equals negative 3. And then one side of the box is y equals negative 4. And then we've got this side. So this box just kind of comes out to all of these little vertices. They're not well, those two are vertices. These two are co-vertices. The corners, does that make sense? So basically we've centered our shape here. I don't know if I drew my scale. Why did I come all the way out here? I don't know. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's kind of 5. My scale is just not ideal. And then we can draw the diagonals through the corners of the boxes. Okay, and since this is the x value, what is that? That would become negative 3 gives me 25. That's 1 minus. Yeah. Okay. So when x comes first, then we open from side to side. And so we're doing something like that. Just a quick little reminder, if they ask you to find the foci, what I like to remember, the foci is not going to be a nice pretty number because it's too early in the morning and I didn't plan it to be pretty. The foci is going to be c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. What I like to remember is that these things are opposites. Okay, if it's a minus here, it's a plus there. And so 25 plus 9 is 34, and so square root of 34 is a little bit less than 6. This was 5, so it's somewhere in here. So the foci will be, we're going to add to this x value, so 2 plus or minus root 34, and the y value stays negative 1. So that's where the foci are. I'm intended to make it pretty and didn't, sorry. So hopefully that made sense. Basically, whatever this, we're just drawing a little box, and these points become the midpoint of that segment. Or it's the middle of this segment is that point that you found. Okay, good luck. Keep practicing.